When they started that, look at this money.
You get food stamps? Girl, this shit crazy. You feel like it's everything shit. They got 67.51.
So what's the rest?
Girl, did they take the Reese's? Let me see. They sure they take the Reese's. They ain't taking the juice. Y'all take the juices on. The green juice.
I don't know what
the Reese's. The Reese's, they didn't take the Reese's. Food stamps is going right now. They don't even take it.
Look, we haven't made a lady cut the light on. No, it's okay. Come on. Let's just get the stuff. Come on.
Oh, she said keep it. She gonna keep it. Okay.
Huh, what's the balance?
Girl, so we can't buy no candy.
$14. $14.92.
$14.92. Okay.
They didn't take no Reese's and food stamps no food, no candy. So they went live when they said they're gonna take out all the snacks. They're taking away all the snacks on BT. Girl, what's the point of having it? Hotline, let's take it. Hotline, let's take it. That made me cry. That lady told me that shit. No candy. So they went live when they said they're gonna take out all the snacks. They're taking away all the snacks on BT. Girl, what's the point of having it? Hotline, let's take it.
Y'all are about to find out that food stamps don't buy candy anymore. Not soda, not ice cream, not a little sweet treat to get you through the hard week. None of that anymore. Y'all was so hyped talking about that big, beautiful bill and finally having some responsibility. Talking about they gonna crack down on waste. But now when you go to the grocery store to get that Snickers bar with that EBT card, denied. The 2-liter, denied. That pint of Ben & Jerry's after a hard day, gone. The joy, gone. But hey, at least billionaires are still getting tax breaks, right? It's interesting when they want to cut costs and get things in line, they always go to the poor people first. God forbid somebody poor wants a soda to go with their ramen. You wanted fiscal responsibility, but you ended up with a government that decided they don't even want you to have a piece of candy. And it's not going to stop there. It never does. Soon it'll be no meat. Then they're going to decide that poor people probably can't have seasoning either. So to all the MAGA people
because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Who cheered for this bill, when you're standing in line and that ice cream don't go through, just remember, it wasn't the woke mob that did that. It was your own people. You asked for this. Now, eat your sadness plain, room temp, no sugar.
Girl, good night. Pick a bed and go to sleep.
She really thinks she ate with this little soliloquy that she just did right now. She's trying to rile up white people because, you know, all this is racist, because I'm loving how they're saying these words out of their mouth and they don't realize what it is that they're saying. Now, make sure that you deflect and start talking about billionaires. That's a whole different conversation, which these people can't even have. But let's talk about the ramen noodles, the chips, the candy, the ice cream after a long day's work. How come these people never seem to say, you know, you can buy it with your own money? How come they can never seem to say, because they don't want to talk about when these people who need these food stamps so bad be over here in Jamaica, mine, or be over wherever the hell it is that they be going when they're going on vacations. They don't want to talk about their long nails. They don't want to talk about the spiders makeup and weave. They don't want to talk about all of the luxurious clothes that they have. And any time they go to Miami or the Beyonce concert or the Taylor Swift concert or wherever the heck it is that they're going, they don't ever want to talk about that. But they want to go ahead and deflect and say that it's MAGA and deflect and say that it's billionaires. No, it's y'all again on this app running off at the mouth telling all your business. When nobody, in my opinion, when nobody thinking about nobody getting up from home and going into the office anymore and going into the into work, when they started talking about I'm bored in the house and I'm in the house bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Y'all wanted to get out. You wanted to go to the bar. You wanted to go out to eat. You wanted to go do this. You wanted to go do that. You wanted to go do this. You wanted to go do that. You complain on the internet. You complain. You whine. You cry. It's not right. It's not fair. You ain't even want to be around your own family. You ain't even want to be around those same kids that y'all here now acting like it's you put upon because you got to buy them snacks. Then you get on out there and they say you got to get on out there. Then you're mad because you got to get on out there. You're mad because of the traffic. You're mad because you got to go in the office. You're mad because you said you could do the same stuff at home, even though you really wasn't doing nothing at home. Because again, you got on this app and you told everyone what you were doing, how you used that jiggler mouse thing, how you had somebody move the mouse for you. You took the phone with you and you was over here at Home Goods and wherever the hell else that you were, and you was eating and you had your feet up, and y'all got caught in the beginning because you ain't know how to turn the camera off, and you was effing and you was tweedledee, tweedledee, not dressed or anything like that, and then they made you turn on the camera and you was mad about that, then you was home with your kids and you was mad about that. Y'all just be mad. Y'all just be mad about anything and everything when it comes to doing anything that's responsible and responsibility. You mad. How about you grow the F up and you take care of your daggone selves? Whenever there's someone else that takes care of you, you are beholden to their rules. You don't get to make the rules when you are the receiver. You make the rules when you are the giver. And if you don't like the rules that the giver is giving you, then leave the giver alone. But nah, y'all don't want to do that. Let's just rile some people up and blame it on something that ain't got shit to do except for the fact that these people that won't shut the entire F up. One of these comments says, I don't even receive food stamps and I'm mad. All these babies who won't get cake and ice cream for their birthdays. Everyone who can't get a little special treat after a hard week. It's sad, and this is just the start. Yes, this is just the start. Because if you can't get anything for your kid for their birthday, that's on you. Just like y'all on here now talking about the fact that you don't want to buy school supplies. You don't want to give something to someone else. But it's interesting how now that it's affecting y'all's punk asses that you think it's not right, it's not fair, that someone shouldn't give something to you, but you over here complaining and whining and saying that you won't buy some school supplies, not only for your own spawn, but then give something for them other kids that's in the same situation as you and the same daggone grades and classroom as y'all. You see the hypocrisy there? You see how crazy y'all look? You see how you losing empathy and sympathy from people because y'all selfish, and you show it every daggone day that y'all open your daggone mouths and start running off at the mouth about shit that makes no sense at all. You're fucking hypocrites, and you're selfish, and you don't deserve a thing except for what it is that you actually work for. So if y'all don't want to work and y'all want to go ahead and make sure that little Johnny don't have a cake because your lazy ass won't buy a cake, or your lazy ass won't make a cake, and your lazy ass won't get no supplies, and your lazy ass won't buy a turkey for daggone Thanksgiving, and your lazy ass won't save money so that you can buy Christmas come every single time, every daggone year. People is tired of it. The government is tired of it. And don't try to act like it's Donald Trump's fault, because people have been tired of this shit since the beginning, okay? Y'all sit up here and you brag, you lie, you steal. You don't even take care of these daggone kids. You didn't want to daggone teach them doing C19. Now all of a sudden you care about your kids not getting a daggone cake. That shows and proves by anybody that says those words how lazy you are, because you could make a fucking cake or go to daggone any store and buy one for less than $10 damn. That's your selfishness while you taking care of your daggone needs. Miss me with this bullshit.
Our department has encouraged states to think differently and creatively about how to solve the many health issues facing Americans. One way is by not allowing taxpayer-funded benefits to be used to purchase unhealthy items like soda, candy, and other junk food. The number one purchase by SNAP recipients is sugary drinks. SNAP is a supplemental nutrition program meant to provide food benefits to low-income families to supplement their grocery budget so they can afford the nutritious food essential to health and well-being. That is the stated purpose of the SNAP program.
There are so many people that are in agreement with these new SNAP guidelines around excluding junk food, and what's crazy to me is I really think this is a case of misplaced anger. The comment over and over and over again, not the only one, but that's coming up a lot, is if I can't afford junk food, you shouldn't be able to buy it either with taxpayer money. And to me, that signals if you're so financially strained that you can't afford junk food, you probably deserve food stamps too. You do. Why don't, instead of being mad at the in and exclusions, we instead redirect that anger towards the fact that the federal government should increase the threshold, and instead of it being 130% of the federal poverty limit to qualify, maybe instead it should be something more like 200 to include that band of people who are lower middle class, who are scraping by, never have anything extra to take that little bit of stress off, because everyone deserves access to food. Now so yeah, that's my stick. Let's instead focus on that. And then everyone who's like in favor of the health argument, like, oh, we shouldn't be responsible for paying for your kids, cookies and ho-hos or whatever. I remember being on free lunch in school and eating Pop-Tarts and pizza every day. That is what they gave us. It's really kind of hypocritical. Like, sorry.
Child, most of this, I don't even know what the heck it is that she's saying. She's a little inarticulate, but I don't know what the main argument is, except nobody can tell me what to do. You're right. Go do what you want. Interesting how they all now have something to say about this because they're losing something that they get for the free. I want to know, what are the term limits for these things? Because I think there should be term limits outside of veterans, the elderly, and the disabled. You shouldn't just be getting anything just because you got kids. So inadvertently, I'm just realizing this, inadvertently, the taxpayers are taking care of these single mothers, which is mainly single mothers. And then the baby daddy or whoever that's getting money is taking care of them. Then they out here 304, and so that's a way to take care. So y'all really can't take care of these kids. So maybe y'all should stop having them, Bueller. Maybe y'all should stop getting pregnant, stop effing, stop having all these kids. But then again, you wouldn't get the stuff for free because the only thing that matters to y'all is free. Now all of a sudden, y'all doing all these dissertations on why you deserve to have food stamps because you think it's a way of life. There's a comment in this person's comment feed that says, SNAP, the first two letters stand for supplemental nutrition, which is something that I keep saying. Supplemental means to assist, not to be your sole source of payment. Nutrition points to helping a body grow healthy. Altogether, it means that they will assist you in buying healthy foods. What they're getting from food stamps is not to cover their entire food cost. It was never ever meant to be that way. And I appreciate this person for saying that because that is the absolute truth. And I don't know how many times that I've said that. Supplement means that you bring something to it. Y'all don't want to bring shit to it, and that shows and proves, 1, how ignorant you are, 2, how you don't know what the F it is that you're talking about, and 3, proves yet again how lazy you MFers are. You think somebody's supposed to take care of your rent, your electric bills, your kids' needs, your hair, your makeup, your weave, your food, your housing, because y'all want socialism. And then as soon as you get some socialism, you ain't going to want it. You only want it for what you want it for. And then when you finally get it or it comes to pass, then you're going to say everybody is racist. Y'all don't even know what you're talking about most of the daggone time. But y'all chalk these up to some more ignorant MFers that be on the internet that need to have the internet taken away from them because, child, that's probably supplemented by the government too. But I digress. Y'all make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe if you are new. Make sure you comment. I see you all in the next one.
We do not care